Hi everyone, it's Lee, and this is another video. Here's my Gamecube. Here's the power supply for my Gamecube. Here's my controller. That's the whole system. This Gamecube was donated to me by my friend Christian. It's been mentioned a few times now. He also gave me a very solid collection of games for this system. It's probably one of the bigger collections I've received from someone. Gotta throw a thank you to everybody who gives me stuff, because I don't really give all that much back. I'm kind of a cheap guy. I guess I'll go right into the games. Pretty excited to show them to you. There's a few special ones in here. So we'll start with product number 3, or PNO3. Played this a little bit. Wasn't a huge fan of it, but whatever. And we got Scalar. It's a kid's game, and I'm still terrible at it. But it's nice, very colorful. Then Rampage Total Destruction. Rampage, a classic arcade game. This is a little bit different. I gotta get rid of that glare. Okay. Move on. Here's a collection of stickers along with the game Beautiful Joe. Very, very cool. Is it cell shaded graphics they call that? And here's the sequel. They're cheap games. They look great. They're a nice addition to the collection. Here's a Player's Choice Super Monkey Ball. I've never actually played it, but I heard the game's very fun. I don't mind a puzzle game every once in a while. I'm not very good at video games in general. I collect them, but I'm not good at them. Puzzle games tend to keep me entertained more than most. Here's Star Wars 2, Lego Star Wars 2, excuse me, the original trilogy. This is Gladius, or Gladius. I don't know which way I want to go with that one. Got this at a thrift store for very cheap, so I was happy with it. They say it's an RPG, but haven't really played it all that much. Here's an extremely difficult game, at least I find it is. Alien Hominid. Kind of a neat looking game, very, very odd. Lots of stuff going on. Pretty fun. Got this at a yard sale about 50 feet away from my building. Well, probably 150 feet away from my building. This is Mega Man Network Transmission. I never find anything moderately interesting in yard sales, so to find a game that has the word Mega Man in it was exciting for me. I do own all the NES ones. And when it comes to games I haven't played, certainly titles don't hurt. And Metroid, everybody recognizes that word. This is Metroid Prime, the first one. Haven't tried it yet, but looking forward to doing so. Here's Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And I do own the third game on a different system. Here's Pikmin. I think most people with a GameCube have probably at least tried this game. Pretty fun game. Here's The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. Includes the 4 classic games, it says. Just looking at the back here. It has Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and the original 2. I own 3 of those on their original systems. I don't own Majora's Mask yet. Here's Wario World, which, from what I can tell, is not a very difficult game, but I have trouble with one of the mechanics in it, so it makes me look like a fool. And here's Luigi's Mansion. And I think Luigi's Mansion is a good example of how the GameCube is going a little crazy lately, because this game is priced all over the place. It ranges, I've seen it as little as $15. I actually bought both of them. I bought 2 copies overall. I gave one away. But the copies I bought, I paid $10 each. I thought going rate for the game should be about $20, but lately I've been seeing it priced in the $40 to $50 range in stores, and I think it's just a general trend for GameCube games going up in price. But I still think $50 is nuts for this game. Here's one of the rarer titles on the GameCube, and this was one of Christian's original games. This is Cubivore, a very strange game. Basically, your animals made up of what looks to be like GameCubes, and you evolve into new animals by eating other animals and fighting them. And I guess I haven't played it, but I guess it would be like a more modern version of Evo. But I really don't know enough about Evo to really compare it. But it sounds like there's elements of it in this. It's just a really odd game, but kind of neat. And here's probably the best game I have on the system. Ikaruga, and this is a bullet hell shooter, and you basically change your color and you can absorb bullets from certain colors if you're the same color as the bullets. It's a lot of fun, very difficult. It's one of these games where I think you can actually beat it without ever, well, you can beat a lot of levels without ever actually shooting your guns, but very difficult, very sought after game. Again, this was one of Christian's games, so I'm very thankful to have it in my collection. If you ever have a chance to take a look at gameplay of this, it's beautiful, very colorful, just looks great. Alright, that's the GameCube. Those are the games. I'll be back shortly. Bye.